Happy Juneteenth, everybody. I'm going to take some time today to introduce you guys to an obscure character known as the Shadow Soldier. In Captain America issue 2, we get the return of Josiah X, or Shadow Soldier. Josiah X's backstory is told in 2003's The Crew issue 5. I would advise you to go to the Marvel Unlimited app and read the whole comic book run because it's pretty fantastic. So in issue 5 of The Crew, which is named Josiah, in the opening page, you're introduced to the legend of Isaiah Bradley, the very first Captain America. So the story goes like this. In 1953, an unnamed African-American woman shows up on the doorstep of Faith Bradley, Isaiah Bradley's wife. At this moment in time, Isaiah Bradley is locked up in a black site where they're doing experiments on him. One of those experiments was to take sperm cells from Isaiah Bradley and, of course, eggs from Faith Bradley, artificially inseminate this young lady, who they never tell us the name of, to create the very first natural-born super soldier. Both of these women, understanding what a black super soldier at his age would be used for, decide to save him. Unfortunately, Josiah was found by a Catholic school and was raised in a Catholic church. Not wanting to be abused anymore by Sister Irina, Josiah X decides to run away. When he's caught, he defends himself and with his super soldier strength, accidentally kills Sister Irina. We then get a time jump to Josiah being in Vietnam, where the US government tried to kill his squad full of African American soldiers. The only reason why this squad survived was because Josiah's super soldier serum. He saved everybody. But instead of him getting promoted, he went to jail for 5 years because he had to make sure to get his lick back. So after a year of the United States government doing tests on Josiah, his unnamed surrogate mother comes in and breaks him out of this prison again, letting him know that the United States government is ready to now dissect him. 4 years later, in 1978, Josiah joins the Black Panther Party when the story of Isaiah Bradley and how the United States government treated him was leaked to the public. This prompts Isaiah to go and find Faith Bradley, where he is finally told the truth on how the American government created him and how they treated the Bradley family. In 1995, Josiah X's guilt finally gets a hold of him and he decides to confess about the murder of Sister Irina. Now, I didn't know nuns can hear confessions, but hell, I'm not Catholic. It turns out that the nun who was hearing his confession was Sister Irina, so he's all happy. She didn't die, she was just knocked out. In 2002, Josiah X finally gets the green light to go back to the Bradley house to be a family. And not too long after that, James Rhodes, aka War Machine, decides to offer Josiah a spot on his crew, The Crew. And that's when we get one of the most realist conversation ever written in comic book history. How the American flag might be a symbol of peace and freedom to white people, but it's a symbol of oppression to black people. And how wearing these colors as a black man, knowing the history of the United States and the history of your father and the history of what they did to you, might inspire a small number of black people who want that American dream. But like what my brother so eloquently puts, I'm just gonna read it. I don't know what your man told you, brother, but I doubt that star will inspire much more than resentment. It is a symbol of a white icon, a great and noble man whose greatness and nobility are near exclusive to white America. If you run around with that star on your chest, you'll come off as some sad, also wannabe Captain Blackface. In the next issue, Josiah does choose to wear Isaiah's old uniform, but it's clearly written that he's on the fence about what America means to him. So after reading the rest of the comic book run, The Crew, I wanted more Josiah X. So to see him reintroduced as Shadow Soldier in the Captain America Sam Wilson storyline, having him explain where he finally landed on his principles, watching the two different ideologies of black men who have both been done dirty by the American public and the American government, just makes for the most interesting read in my opinion. I really hope that bringing back Josiah X and The Crew is a start to more comic book runs starring the Shadow Soldier. Well, what do you guys think? Like, follow, comment, baby, go to sleep now. Oh yeah.